Mike Braun, you're running for United States Senate. You're at Congress of Counties here in Indianapolis, all these volunteers around the state, all potential voters to you. What do you have to say to voters here and voters across Indiana why you should be the next United States Senator for Indiana?
Great question. We're all here to solve that mystery, and it's fairly clear. I'm a conservative that comes from the part of the state that being industrious, being entrepreneurial, solving problems, being somebody that's going to interact, that's important. You want people, whoever is going to go against Joe Donnelly has got to have something that they can bring to the game, not more of the same. You can't keep talking a good game and not doing anything. I've lived my conservatism building a business over 30-some years to where it's gone from a small local company, gradually built into a national one, has grown nearly 20% a year for the 30-some years I've been involved. I've signed the front side of paychecks, not the back side of a government check. So when it comes to who's going to know what conservatives need, what needs to happen when you get to D.C., when it comes to health care, comes to infrastructure, all things we're talking about, jobs in the economy, jobs, I'm growing them at under 20% a year. A robust economy is 3 to 4%. Imagine what can happen if I got a little bit of that dynamic embedded at the federal level.
Mike, you live in southern Indiana, okay? This is a big state. How tough is it to get around the state, and how much have you been around the state so far and plan to go around the state?
Started that early. Before I decided to run, I spent 2 months traveling mostly in central and northern Indiana. I called all my friends at the legislature to make sure I was doing this with their backing. The number of legislators, especially in the House, that said, go for it, you're the kind of conservative we need. The 3 years you spent in the House, you've done a lot more than what many did for a much longer tenure. Take that ability, take it to D.C. where the problems really are, you'll do a great job.
Mike Braun, again, you are running for United States Senate. You are a little bit different than other candidates. You're a business guy. You haven't really been elected that much. You know, you were just short-term in the legislature. What makes you different between you and your opponents?
The clearest thing is I'm a problem solver. I'm a conservative that's had to live it to where you got to fix things. Whoever can contrast themselves mostly with Joe Donnelly. And Joe has been an attorney that has not practiced much, has been mostly in the game of politics. You could say the same thing about Luke Messer and Todd Rokita. We're all good conservatives on the Republican side. It's about the dynamic of how you've lived your life, how you can contrast with Joe Donnelly. They do not contrast with Joe Donnelly. They look a lot like him. I'm a problem solver, a conservative, a businessman, an outsider. Neither one of my two main opponents can say that.